morning Year 1, and I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. We've just got one last day of learning, so remember to pause each screen and have a go at the questions. We'll have a go at our phonics.
Hello everyone, my name is Lee Ridley. You may have seen me on Britain's Got Talent as the Lost Boys guy. I love comedy and reading. Are you ready for your letters and sounds phonic lesson today?
Hello children, I'm Josh. Are you ready to start our letters and sounds lesson and learn to read some new words? Let's begin by reading some phonemes that you already know. I'll show you the graphemes on the cards and I want you to read them aloud. Let's see if you can read the graphemes on the cards now. I want you to read them aloud. Off you go. Fantastic! Now let's check you got them right. Read them aloud with me. O. O. Oo or you. Oo or Oo or you. Ow or o. Oo or you. Or you. I. O or o. I or I. I or E. Well done! Super sounds! Let's read some words with graphemes that we already know. Here's my first word. Can you spot the digraph? Yes, the digraph is O. Read each sound as I point and then blend the word. L-O. Low. Fantastic. Here's my next word. Can you spot the digraph? Yes, the digraph is here. It's O. Read each sound as I point and then blend to read the word. S-N-O. Snow. It is fun when it snows. Here's my next word. Sound out and blend. K-I-N-D. Kind. It is lovely to be kind to each other. Here's my final word. Sound out and blend as I point. U-M-A-N. Human. But we say human. We are all humans. Great reading. Now I'm going to mix the words up. Can you read the words on the cards without any help from me? I want you to read them aloud. Are you ready? Off you go. Let's check. Read them with me. Human, kind, low, snow. What super reading, children? Today, we are learning to read a new way of writing the sound O. Copy me. O. 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 Copy me. Say the sounds and then blend the sounds to say the words. O, L, D. O, L, D. You have a go. O, L, D. Mould. A mould is a hollow container that we use to make shapes. This is a jelly mould. Let's sound talk our next word. Copy me. Sh, O, L, D, Sh, O, L, D, Sh, O, L, D, Shoulder. This is my shoulder. Point to your shoulder. Let's sound talk our final word. B, O, L, D, B, O, L, D, B, O, L, D, Boulder. A boulder is a huge rock. We know the sound O is written like this. It can also be written like this, like this, and even like this. But there is another way of writing the sound O, and it looks like this. Can you say the sound O each time I show you the digraph O? That was excellent! Now, let's read some words with our new grapheme for the sound O. Here's my first word. Read each grapheme and then blend to read the word aloud. Now, let's read the word together. Sh, O, L, D, Shoulder. Here is my shoulder. Here's my next word. Sound out and blend as I point. Now let's read the word together. B, O, L, D, Boulder. A boulder is a very large rock. Here's my final word. Sound out and blend as I point. Now let's read the word together. M-O-L-D. Mould. Did you get it right? Can you read these words now without any help? Are you ready? Off you go. Let's check. Read them with me. Shoulder. Boulder. Mould. Excellent reading. I'm going to mix the words up. Can you read the words without my help? Here we go. Let's check. Read them with me. Mould. Boulder. Shoulder. Incredible! What awesome readers you are! Right, it's time to learn to read some tricky words. Let's practice reading some tricky words you've met before. Can you remember the tricky bit in this word? That's right, the tricky bit is here. It says eh. Can you read the word? Let's read it together. Friend. Friend. That's right, the word is friend. Let's practice reading another tricky word. Can you remember the tricky bits? That's right. The tricky bits are here. It says ah, but for some people it says ah. Here it says f. And the end says t. Can you read the word? Let's read it together. Laughed. Laughed. Some people will say laughed. Which way do you say it? Let's read some sentences with our new grapheme in it. Here's my first sentence. Can you see the word with our new grapheme O? That's right. Here's the word with our new grapheme O. Can you see any other digraphs in my sentence? That's right. Here is the digraph sh. Here is the digraph Here is the digraph sh. And here is the digraph Can you see the tricky word we learnt to read today? Yes, here's the tricky word that we learnt to read today. Now I want you to read aloud as I point to the words. Remember, sound out any words that you're not sure of. Are you ready? Fantastic reading. Now let's read this together. Are you ready? His shoulders shook as he laughed. Let's read it again. Read with me as I point to the words. His shoulders shook as he laughed. I'm glad he had a good laugh. Here is my second sentence. Can you see the word with our new grapheme O? That's right. This word here has our new grapheme O. Can you see any other words with digraphs? That's right. There's a digraph here, V, here, O, here, V, and this word with our new grapheme O has another digraph here, Now I want you to read aloud as I point to the words. And of course, sound out any words that you're not sure of. Are you ready? Fantastic reading. Now let's read it together. There is snow on the boulder. Let's read it together one more time. There is snow on the boulder. I'm sure the boulder is somewhere high up where it snows, like a mountain perhaps. Fantastic, children, well done. Let's finish by spelling some words, because if you can read a word, then you can certainly have a go at spelling it. You will need your paper and something to write with. Let's spell two words with today's grapheme O. Let's spell mould. Segment the sounds with me. Mould. M-O-L-D. Let's count how many sounds there are. Mould. M-O-L-D. That's 4 sounds. Watch me write mould. Remember, it has 4 sounds. My first sound is Then it's my new grapheme O. My third sound is And my last sound is D. Mould. M-O-L-D. Mould. It has 4 sounds. Now I'm going to hide the word. I'd like you to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. Write the word down. Remember, you need 4 sounds. The first sound is M. And don't forget our new digraph, O. Let's check our spelling. Did you get the 4 sounds? Check your word looks like mine. Mould. M-O-L-D. Mould. Well done. Now let's learn to spell another word. Shoulder. Segment the sounds with me. Shoulder. Sh-O-L-D-E. Let's count how many sounds there are. Shoulder. Sh-O-L-D-E. That's 5 sounds. Watch me write shoulder. Remember, it has 5 sounds. My first sound is sh. Then it's my new grapheme for today. O. And then L. D. And my last sound is A. My word says shoulder. Sh-O-L-D-E. Shoulder. It has 5 sounds. Now I'd like you to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. Write them down. Don't forget, 5 sounds. The first sound is sh. Oh, and don't forget today's new grapheme, O. Keep going. Good. Okay. Let's check our spelling. Does your spelling look the same as mine? Did you get the 5 sounds? Remember to check that your word looks the same as mine. Shoulder. Sh-O-L-D-E. Shoulder. Right, now let's spell the tricky words that we were reading today. We can read the tricky word friend, so now let's spell it. Segment the sounds with me. Friend. F-R-E-N-D. Let's count how many sounds there are. Friend. F-R-E-N-D. That's 5 sounds. Watch me write friend. I'll tell you when I get to the tricky bit. And now I've got to my tricky bit. The letters I and E say E. My next sound is and my final sound is D. The word says friend. F-R-E-N-D. Friend. And it has 5 sounds. Now I'd like you to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. What's the tricky bit? Oh yes, the letters I and E say E. Write it down. And don't forget 5 sounds. Okay, keep going. Right, let's see how you got on. Let's check our spelling. Does your word look the same as mine? Friend. F-R-E-N-D. Friend. It's got 5 sounds. If it doesn't look the same, don't worry, you can change it now. Okay? Right, now let's practice spelling another tricky word that we've met before and that we were reading today. The word is laughed. Segment the sounds with me. Laughed. L-A-F-T. Or we can say laughed. L-A-F-T. Let's count how many sounds there are. Laughed. L-A-F-T. That's 4 sounds. Watch me write laughed. Do you think you can remember the tricky bits? Here we go. My first sound is L. And then there's a tricky bit. The letters A and U say A. But for some people, remember, they say R. Then the G and the H say F. And at the end, the E and the D say T. Laughed or laughed? L-A-F-T. Laughed. It's got 4 sounds. Okay, now it's your turn. I'm going to hide the word. I'd like you to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. What are the tricky bits? Remember, the letters A and U say A or R. don't forget 4 sounds. Okay. Should we check our spelling? Does your spelling look the same as mine? Do you need to change anything? If you do, now is the time to. Laughed or laughed. Laughed. It's got 4 sounds. Well done, children. You've worked incredibly hard today practicing reading and spelling. I'll see you soon for another lesson with letters and sounds. Bye-bye.
Hi children, I hope you enjoyed your letters and sounds lesson. You have worked really hard and we are so proud of you. Why don't you celebrate by sharing a lovely book together with someone at home?
Okay, as usual, we've got our maths, so we've got a video and then some questions to have a go at.
Today's lesson is on ordering numbers. We've been ordering numbers up to 20, up to 50, only this time we're going to be ordering numbers all the way up to 100. So first, let's find some of the numbers on a 100 square. Here's the number 83. Can you find 83? Exactly. How about this? You're right. This represents 8. Can you find 8? Well done. How about this one? 60. Correct. There it is. And this one, 45. Can you find 45? It's almost in the middle. And the last one, what number do these blocks represent? If you said 51, you're correct. And where is 51? Here it is. Now let's think about ordering these numbers. And the first way we're going to order the numbers is from smallest to greatest. We can use the 100 square to help us because we're going to be using the same numbers that we found on the number line on the slide before. Remember, we found 83, 8, 60, 45, and 51. But can you see how using a 100 square can help us to order these numbers from smallest to greatest? So which one is the smallest? Yes, 8 is the smallest. Then would come 45. After 45, the next smallest number is 51, followed by 60. Great job. And finally, the number that's greatest of all in all of these is 83. So we've ordered the numbers from smallest to greatest. 8, 45, 51, 60, 83. And we can see how finding them on a 100 square makes things a lot easier to order. So how about when we're ordering numbers from greatest to smallest? Can we still use a 100 square to help us? And yes, we're using the same numbers we did before. Can you see how a 100 square would help? What's the greatest number that we represented here on the 100 square? Yes, 83 is the greatest number. And then what would come next? They're both on the same line. 51, and 60. But I know that 60 would come next, followed by 51, and then 45, and finally the smallest number that we have in this group is 8. So from greatest to smallest, it would go 83, 60, 51, 45, 8. So now it's time for you to have a go. I'm going to give you some numbers, and I'd like you to place them in order, from smallest to greatest. And yes, you can use the 100 square to help. Here are your numbers. Pause here, find them on the 100 square, and then place them in order, from smallest to greatest. Okay. Did you find all the numbers on a 100 square? I did. And this is how they looked. If I'm placing these from smallest to greatest, I'm going to start with the number 14, exactly. The next number would be 37, followed by 68, then 77, and finally the greatest number in this group is 95. Is that how you ordered them? 14, 37, 68, 77, 95. Well done. Well, I think you did such a great job. We might as well try one more, only this time I want you to order the numbers from greatest to smallest. And again, here's a 100 square to help you. Only this time the numbers are different. So pause here, have a go, find them on the 100 square, and then place them in order from greatest to smallest. Right. Did you place them all on a 100 square? If you did, you would have found them here. So which number is the greatest number? Well, 100, of course. It's the very last number on our 100 square. That would be followed by the number, yes, 88. And then 62. And next would be 26. And finally, the smallest number is the number 10. Did you place them in order from greatest to smallest, starting with 100, then 88, 62, 26, and finally 10? Fantastic. Now let's think about comparing and ordering and thinking about tens and ones. Here's a number represented by tens and ones. What number is this? Well, I can see 8 tens and 6 ones. So the number 86 is what's represented here, because 86 is 8 tens and 6 ones. We could also write 86 is 80 plus 6. Okay, I can see here we're going to order some numbers from smallest to greatest. Well, let's take a look. We've got 86, 66, and 67. We need to pay attention to how many tens and how many ones. Well, I can see that 67 has the most number of ones, and 86 and 66 have the same number of ones. But 86 has the most number of tens. So I'm looking for the one with the smallest number of tens and the smallest number of ones. Can you see which one goes first? Yes. 66 is the smallest. Then comes 67, and the greatest number is 86. So now it's time for you to have a go. I'm going to get you to compare some numbers, thinking about tens and ones. Now the first group of numbers you're going to place in order from smallest to greatest. The ones at the bottom, I'd like you to put in order from greatest to smallest. Here are your numbers. Why don't you pause here, have a go, and then come back and we'll check our answers together. Are you ready to check answers? Perfect. So looking at the top one, we need to look for the one that has the smallest number of tens and ones. Did you think what I think? I can see that 44 would be the smallest number. It only has 4 tens. The other ones have 5 tens and 7 tens. So in order from smallest to greatest, we'd put 44, then 57, and then 75. Now let's take a look at the ones at the bottom. We had 7 tens and 0 ones. That's 70. We also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there. That makes it easier. One group of 10 and 7 ones. That's 17. And finally we have 7 tens and 1 one. So putting those in order from greatest to smallest would look like this. 71, 70, 17. Fantastic! Okay, we've been ordering numbers from smallest to greatest and greatest to smallest, using a 100 square and thinking about tens and ones with our base 10. But this time, we're going to think about it with just the numbers. Okay, let's take a look at these. We want to place them from smallest to greatest. But they all have the same number of tens. They all have 6 tens. So how can we order them from smallest to greatest? Well, we need to look at how many ones they have. And the one with the smallest number of ones, which is 0, would be our smallest number. So we're going to start with 60. Next would come 61, 6 tens and 1 one, followed by 66, 6 tens and 6 ones, and finally 69, 6 tens and 9 ones. What if we were going to place them from smallest to greatest, but all of them have the same number of ones? Can you see that? They all have 7 ones. So now what do we look at? Well, we look at the tens place, of course. We want the one with the smallest number of tens. Can you find which one it is? Yes, it's the one with only 2 tens and 7 ones. Next would be 47, 4 tens and 7 ones, followed by exactly 67, 6 tens and 7 ones, and finally the greatest number has 9 tens and 7 ones. And now it's time for you to have a go. Here are 2 groups of numbers that I'd like you to put in order from smallest to greatest. So pause here and come back and we'll check our answers together. Are you ready? Great. Now the first group of numbers at the top all have 8 tens. So what you needed to look at were how many ones. Putting them in order from smallest to greatest would look like this. 80, 8 tens and 0 ones. 84, 8 tens and 4 ones. 86, 8 tens and 6 ones, and 89 with 8 tens and 9 ones. Now let's take a look at the bottom group. We're going to begin with smallest to greatest. And the one with the smallest number of tens and the smallest number of ones is 10. Next would come 60, 6 tens and 0 ones, followed by 75, 7 tens and 5 ones, and finally the greatest number would be 90 with 9 tens and 0 ones. Great job! And now we're at the end of the lesson on ordering numbers. So you can pause here and have a go at your White Rose Maths worksheet. But remember, if you don't have a White Rose Maths worksheet, you can find loads of material available on the BBC Bite Size website. Good luck!
Okay, have a go at the maths questions. And have a go at the writing task for me. And that's the end of today's video. I hope you have a lovely weekend and I will see you on Monday.